Okay, so this semester we did a game about saving cats from the highway. Yeah. Okay, so every year many cats die on the highways. So we made a game to alert people about the cats who die on these highways every year. In our game, you're saving the cats from the highway by dodging the enormous cats with your little car. So, anyway, we also have music in our game, so...
Maneuver and muscle for right.
Okay, so we'll turn that off because it gets annoying. So, basically, whenever you die... Okay, so whenever you die, after 10 seconds, we have a pop-up that comes up that basically it takes you to a cat adoption website, too, actually, so you can close out the first one, then you got the other one, so that you can save more cats. And then one of the big features for our game is that we added a high score list that it basically every time you die, it puts your score that you have in the high score list if you're in the top 4 scores. And if you're not, then your score's gone. But it orders the scores, and then, yeah, the highest score so far is 337. Me.
Okay. So we did the high scores, and we added a song. Yeah. And then this is the high score functions. And then these are the high scores. And then we use My Storage to save the data from the window onto the computer. And which one? Background. And then we added the background. So we had 2 backgrounds, and then so they were both moving, and then once one got to the bottom, the other one would go back up, and then it would just cycle through.
So it kind of ends up with like there's that's the road is that you're moving on the road, but in reality it's just 2 roads that are just switching off and create the illusion that you're actually moving, but you're not. And so we took the scoreboard timer into account, and we used the timer that when the timer runs out, I think it's scoreboard.win_time. So we made it so that the pop-up pops up at the end, and so it kind of shows that then the pop-up, 2 pop-ups pop up, which is completely intentional. Yeah. Okay, so some of the problems we encountered was the high score list was really hard to do because we had no idea where we were going on the high score list. We didn't know what to do. We just know that we wanted a high score list in, and it turned out pretty good. We used the window.list with help from our mentors here. They helped us get the high score. They started us off with the high score list. We did lots of sketches of it, and eventually we used the scoreboard. And one of our other big problems was the collisions. Yeah, so normal collisions that we used last semester, well, we tried to use collisions last semester, but they didn't work. So we had to come up with a new way to do collisions. So we kind of used our own little collision that every time, basically, it's checking then it says that they're colliding and it ends the game. And it's constantly checking if they're not colliding or if they are colliding. Every time that the cat moves, it's checking that if they are colliding or not. So in future versions of the game, we'd like to maybe add more lives to make it a bit easier.
So we would like to add more lives, a cat or dog option. So if you're a cat lover, you can have cats. If you're a dog lover, you can have dogs. And then that's pretty much it.